Funny enough, just 2 days ago, I was at the gym and I was doing a deadlift, and I haven't done deadlifts in a long time. And if you don't know what a deadlift is when you have a weight on the floor and you're kind of just picking it up. I was doing that for the first time in a very long time, and my mid-back felt like it was like a rock after the exercise. So my body, possibly I pushed myself too fast, okay? Too hard, too fast. And the next time my back was feeling like it was like a rock. It felt like two beams of tight muscles on the sides of my spine. Now, that is the topic for today's video, how to help get your mid-back feel a little bit better, especially if you're dealing with an injury from either exercise or if you feel like your mid-back is like a rock because you're sitting in front of a computer all day or whatever situation. If your mid-back feels like it's like this is gonna be a really cool technique you can practice. Now, I want you to keep in mind that whenever we are dealing with mid-back stiffness, the mid-back, the joints in the mid-back are super, we call it dynamic. There's so much range of motion with the mid-back. Now, why that matters to you is that if we are doing exercises or if we're in front of the computer and we aren't incorporating enough quality movements in our lifestyle, you'll see that those joints that can move so freely, they start to stiffen up. So there's a principle that applies here that I like to use. If you don't use it, you lose it. And what that means is that if your body has this quality movement that you can tap into if you wanted to, if you're not practicing quality movements, your body tends to stiffen up, and eventually you'll have a body that's too rigid to be able to move. And I think that was my case when I went to the gym. I haven't been practicing enough quality movement, and I jumped into a very aggressive exercise, and my body did that. So whatever the situation is, you want to be promoting high quality movements, and that's what I'm going to show you in today's video. How can we introduce quality dynamic movement to the mid-back so that you can get some quality relief and you don't have to be feeling like you're cramping up all day because you're stuck in a funny position all day because your desk job, right? So if you have any questions, comment below, but this is my top exercise if your mid-back is feeling like a rock. All right, you guys, so now this is the funny part. My mid-back actually feels like a rock. So I'm gonna be doing this exercise, and don't judge me because my back feels like it's like that. I think I push myself way too aggressively, but I just wanna be able to relate to you. Even your therapist deals with an injury once in a while. Well, not an injury, but I just feel super tight. So this is what you wanna do. You wanna take a band, such as one of these guys right here. These are very inexpensive. They can go for about 10 bucks, 20 bucks. A good quality one goes for about 20 bucks. So you're gonna take this looped band, and it's a very, it's a thicker than normal band, so it's not a flimsy band. You can stretch a lot. And what you wanna do is take this band and push it right here, okay? So that your mid-back is being pushed on by this band. So you're gonna take the band with your hands, put it through your thumbs, and you're gonna push it forward like you're punching. Now what you wanna do from here is just give into the tension of the band. This will only work if you learn to let go. And I say that often to my clients, let go, learn to let go. The band is trying to teach you something, okay? So if you keep that in the back of your mind, by pushing forward, what is the band gonna do? It's gonna wanna push you up, right? Because it's pushing forward, your back's gonna wanna go backwards. So right here, you're pushing solid, and you're gonna let go and round your shoulders. So go against it, you're gonna push back. Now, it's hard to see exactly what it is that I'm doing here, but if I take the band out, what you wanna do is have your arms right here, and what you're trying to do is the band is gonna want to push you backwards, and you're gonna wanna fight it around your shoulders. Band's gonna wanna push you backwards, and you're gonna fight it and push forward, right? So it's kind of like you're doing a standing cat and camel. So if you do yoga, if you practice yoga, you're gonna see that if you're on the floor, and you're in this position like this, you're rounding your shoulders, you're pushing. Rounding your shoulders, you're pushing. And what you're essentially doing is that you're flossing the spine. You're getting it to just move a little bit more. And to be honest with you, even just the 10 seconds that I demonstrated that to you, my back was hurting going into it, but it honestly feels great. Just the 10 seconds of doing this. Now imagine if you practice this on a regular basis. You take this loop, you force it around, the tension that you can tolerate. So you do that for about 10 to 15 repetitions, right? With the band here, right? You're doing 10, 15 repetitions. it will feel amazing by the time you're done practicing this, right? So do 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions. This is a very safe exercise. You can do this every day, but if you do not have a band available, you do not want to spend a penny, there's no problem, because you can just literally practice this. Arms forward all the way, up straight, arms forward, up straight. You'll see that you'll get the same quality of movement, just minus the resistance.